state claims. Came to show the movement moving like a freight train, breaking walls and crumble earth with every step we take. We walking by with lash and your neck will break. Never let it stray, so say it wrong or set it straight. So coming at us with an awkward demeanor is leaving your life in the dead of face. So pedal straight, avoid these shots, we send it all costs. Truly believing that it'll be different, we watching your body get hauled off. Simple as this, we giving the vibe of the revolution that we living within. Diminish the doubt of the haters that talk on the low because of this minuscule shit.
It's Thursday. It's 8 o'clock in the morning. It's 58 degrees and hazy. My allergies are going crazy. That's a rhyme. It's 58 degrees and hazy. My allergies are going crazy. It's Wednesday, so that means it's time to look at the tabletop role-playing game crowdfunding projects that are coming to an end this week, and one that's starting. Now, you would think with it being summer and Origins having come and gone, we would see a lot of stuff this week. No, there's only like 5. And I'm going to get a little sarcastic and a little negative here. They're literally all the same game. There are about 4 or 5 Kickstarters this week, and with one exception, they're literally all the fucking same game. And I don't know what this says for society of the hobby. Anyways, we also have one that's just starting that's very special and close to my heart, so we're saving that to the end. But let's look at the crowdfunding projects that are ending this week and see if you agree with me. So first off, from Nightfall Games, which is a name we haven't heard in a long time. This is for SLA Industries. This is Threat Analysis Cult and Operatives Handbook for the SLA Industries role-playing game, which has been floating around the hobby for a long time. It's splatterpunk 1980s, corporate-owned cyberpunk, but it's also different than cyberpunk, more of a realistic 1980s cyberpunk, very, dark and explodey and stuff like that. Never caught on, but always had some good press. So anyways, they're releasing some source books for it. $80 is the most popular pledge, gets you the PDF and the print version of both books, coins, I assume for like trading, and cards, because, yeah, I'd rather have stickers, but that's just me, or t-shirt. And now here we go. Number 2, we have Bump in the Dark, revised edition from Jex Thompson. This is for Forged in the Dark. $40 is the most popular for the PDF and the print version of the book. It's a Buffy the Vampire Slayer, X-Files, Twin Peaks, Supernatural tabletop role-playing game that focuses on an alternate 1990s, 2000s world where supernatural forces are invading small towns, and you are the hunters that have to deal with it. So, Buffy the Vampire Slayer / Hunter the Reckoning / 1990s Supernatural / a lot of other games. From Creative Jam Tabletop RPG, we have Nightbound. Actually, the full name for this game is Nightbound, Embrace the Darkness, Face Your Demons, Survive the Night. That is the actual title for the game, but I guess they've decided to just go with Nightbound. And what is this game about? Well, it uses Powered by the Apocalypse. It's about the dark and the unknown, urban fantasy, Hellblazer, Buffy the Vampire, the Exorcist, demons, vampires, normal people dealing with the supernatural. So this game and this game and kind of this game kind of feel the same. Definitely going for the same kind of vibe. And then we have Mork Dodd from Bleak Games. This is for Mork Borg. This is brutal death metal inspired chainsaw and sorcery tabletop role-playing games. So Mork Borg, but with chainsaws. So Warhammer, 40K. And dark future with demons, dark world with demons, dark world with demons, dark world with corporate nightmares and possibly demons. Dark. Mork Dodd. This is a Mork Borg, takes place in the world after the Mork Borg apocalypse. So it's a post-apocalypse type world with demons and Morkborg, heavy metal, chainsaws, gory deaths. So Morkborg / meets Warhammer 40k / meets Necromundo. Demons and devils versus chainsaw post-apocalypse stuff. From Scott McDonald, we have Wasteland Degenerates Jumper Cable Edition for Morkborg. This is a Mad Max meets Mutant Cyborg Morkborg type game. We have some mechanics and some stuff on vehicles and future and dark stuff and Morkborg and skeletons and dark and chainsaws and dark and demons and normal people fighting and just they're the same game. And now for something completely different, we have from Dark Realm Role-Playing for 5th edition and other type D20 role-playing. We have the Morley Adventures, 3 one-shot adventures for 5e. Most popular pledge is $4 for 3 PDFs. Claim there's no AI art in this, and it's a bunch of adventures based around a evil wizard, evil alchemist workshop, murder mystery / we have to go explore the workshop to figure out who killed him / you figure out what he's up to, and then you gotta like, oh geez, there's just some weird shit going on, we've got to deal with it. So a nice break from the darkness. It's a city based where you have to go solve a murder. Well, no, wait. Solving a murder and discovering weird machinations in a wizard's laboratory and demons. It sounds a lot like is this just like Halloween in the summer? I mean, it is Midsummer Scream this week, so I guess. Technomancer for use with Mothership. This is from Crumbling Keep. It's a pamphlet. It's $7 for the PDF and print versions. It's a Mothership adventure about horror in space, but this one trying to decide how do you run a game within a limited time, which is sort of like what Mothership and Morkborg is built around anyways. You've only got so much time before you run out of air, so you got to do everything you can to make sure you don't run out of air. So yeah, it's a $7 one shot for Mothership. Not sure why it uses the name Technomancer, since I wasn't aware there was anything like magic or stuff like that in Mothership, but maybe this guy's like trying to say maybe we could add a little alien space weird technomancy type stuff. And then just to break things up once again from our good friends at EN World, the unofficial sponsors for this thing, because I get all the links from them, we have the Void Runners Codex Sci-Fi box set for D&D 5e and Level Up from EN Publishing. This is $110, gets you the PDF, VTT, and print versions of this box since it's Spelljammer / better, but probably not as good as Starfinder, original Starfinder. You can't top original Starfinder. I know they're making a second Starfinder. I don't see the need. If I was going to go like, fantasy space, I would go Spelljammer, then this one, then Starfinder, and then a very obscure game called Ravensburg or Raven's Plight. I don't even remember the name of it, but you'll never find that again. But yeah. So there we go. So that's all the Kickstarters coming to an end this week. Now we have a special quasi-sponsored shout out to our good friends at Emperor Choices Game for a Kickstarter that's starting in about 48 hours. This is the Kickstarter for the upcoming Arduin Grimoire, Arduin Bloody Arduin map adventure pack. There is a video up from yesterday with them on the Shadow and Sun channel, which I unfortunately was invited to but didn't make because allergies, showing the maps. And there will be more videos of that later today. They have told me they are sending me something in the mail. I don't know what it is. I'm hoping it's at least a picture or something so I can really shill this for these guys. So this is sponsored, I guess. Are they my first sponsor? Maybe, sort of. I mean, they're sending me free shit, so I guess they're my technically a first sponsor. Anyways, yeah, so this is starting July 1st. It's running through July 30th. It is a map collection for the upcoming Arduin, Bloody Arduin role-playing game based upon, of course, the brilliant genius of Dave Hargrave and the beautiful train of thought, disaster, amazing books that are the Arduin Grimoire, that were just so influential to the way I played and ran in the 80s. I mean, if you want to compare styles with a Gygaxian and blah, 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 I think I'm more of a Hargrave style player, DM than a Gygaxian. You know, when they were doing the whole Castles and Crusades, Gygax stuff, I was like, I don't really care. And then I heard about this and I was so excited. And I know this will get me, I don't know if I can be more kicked out of the old school than I am, but I am 110% more excited about this than any D&D 50th anniversary shit or any of the Gygax stuff that's coming out from Castles and Crusades. You know, I'm not a Gygax guy. I'm a Hargrave guy. I like gonzo, over-the-top, ridiculous, West Coast style, liberal, fun gaming. So that kind of goes against the whole, you know, mindsets that a lot of the old schoolers want to try and push, with the exception of Venger, you know, who, you know, politics-wise I don't agree with, but gaming-wise, Venger and I are usually in the same brainwave of just make it weird. So yeah, link down below to this. This is the only one that I recommend this week. I don't know why all the games this week pretty much look exactly the same. The collective unconsciousness of the gaming industry, just a bunch of people wrote Mork Borg, Dark Grim, Warhammer 40K, cyber splatter punk games whose all Kickstarters all kind of ended around now, which if they were clever was intentional, since it is Midsummer Screams coming up, you know, and it's 100 some odd days to Halloween, and all the Halloween conventions are starting, and all the Halloween stuff should be in the markets pretty soon and on display pretty soon, and Halloween Horror Nights at Universal is starting a month early. So I want to give them the benefit of the doubt and say, yeah, they planned it so all these spooky, dark, bloody gore fest games Kickstarters would all end just as the horror convention circuit starts and Midsummer Scream starts. But if that's your vibe, then we've got a bunch of games all coming this week that all embrace that style of play. And if that's not your vibe, then I'm sure we'll have more stuff. I thought there'd be more. I mean, it's the end of, you know, we just had Origins. We're going into SDCC and some of the other big cons, ArnieCon, VentureCon, stuff like that, Conflux. And then we've got Gen Con in August. Reminder that if you help me reach 2,000 subs by my birthday on August 4th, I will take an entire month off from talking about Wizards of the Coast. So incentive to support me and help me reach 2,000 subs. But yeah, there's not as many as I would have expected. Why would you feel you were kicked out of the OSR? Because I was told I was being kicked out of the old school. That's a long story, sir, that I've gone over before. You can discuss it in another format if you want. This isn't really the place, but yeah. Anyways, that's all I got. That's this week's Kickstarters. If any of those sound like something you're going to pick up, let me know what you think of them. If not, we'll do this again next week. Till then, I'm the OG GGM. Hopefully you appreciate this nonsense. I'll see you later. Maybe, hopefully, the allergies will go away soon and I can actually form a coherent sentence. Go away, allergies. It's summer.